Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Bettie.
You said you found yourself out in the life. When did you have that revelation that you were kind of repeating the steps that your dad followed?
At her beginning years, I didn't. I was right. I was kind of, when her mother and I, when we split and it separated the household, and I was here and they were there, or she would be with me, it was kind of back and forth. It gave me more time to be involved in my extracurricular business, and that's when the demon picks up, and you don't see it, you know what I mean? It's like, you think you're doing right, because you're like, well, they good, she's in private school, mother drives this, they're in the house, they got this, you get everything, and you're like, well, when the last time you took your daughter to the beach, or walked through the park, this said and watch a movie, you know, and that's when you get you. I mean, honestly, that was a few years ago, you know, so I had my gap, and you just realize it. It's like, you know what, is it going to be the life, or is it going to be her life? And I gave the life up, you know, and, you know, I'm like, you know, if we struggle, we go through whatever, at least she'll have me, you know, outside of music, outside of I was in the streets or anything else, like, if God take me today, I want her to be able to say, you know, my father now, he taught me this and told me this, and be stuff that she got 30 years from now, 40 years from now, and she could say, you know, I gained that from my father. I know how a man should treat me from my father. So people see my Instagram or Twitter, and they're like, oh, he sends his daughter roses every year for Valentine's, or does this with her birthday. You see me walking through uptown with my daughter, or this and that. It's just to bond with her and be open with her, but also to, you know, give her that sense of security. Because I grew up without it. I had to figure out how to be a man on my own, you know, and that's difficult, you know. You need that confidence from home, from your parents.
Absolutely. And I think a lot of times that's what people don't focus on. Like, they focus on providing, but they don't focus on the other part of providing that has nothing to do with money.
Yeah.
And you know, little girls look at their dad like that's a superhero, that's, you know, heaven walking on earth.
Exactly.
And I think a lot of times parents in general, and sometimes dads specifically, don't get that part.
Yeah.
Like, just the part of being there, physically present, so, you know, she can hug you and, you know, you can lift her up and those types of things.
Exactly.
And that's the connection that a child has with a male parent, you know. What do you think it is that people think of who you are versus who you really are?
Well, people think that I'm probably this arrogant, misogynistic, cocky, pretty boy, you know. And, you know, it's not false. It's just not exactly what they think. It's not an arrogance about me. I speak and I move. I move and I speak to anybody that speaks to me. And I'm not a people person, so I'm not just going to run out and speak to everybody. I don't like crowds. Despite performing, I don't like crowds and things like that. I do like to look nice. I gained that from my mother. She always raised no matter what we had or didn't have, you know, just, you know, I always look nice. So when I was able to have, when you grow up not having, when you're able to have, you're going to go get it. You know, some of the stuff is going to be stupid that you get, but you're in a position to get it. But I'm just a cool guy. I stay in the house a lot. I'm very, very much into my family and my friends. Like, that's what I do. You know, if not, I'm alone or I'm by myself. It's, you know, I eat by myself. I go, I have a drink by myself. I read by myself. I'm not a TV person. I rarely watch TV. Maybe an hour a week. I'm just, you know, I'm a simple, honestly, a real. Besides, if you get past what shoes I have on or whatever, I'm really just a simple guy, man. It's just was blessed. I mean, it's not there's nothing fake about me. You know, whatever my music is. As my manager says, he hates that I'm so honest because he probably, you know, I don't know if we got the statute of limitations yet, but he could get us in trouble. But you know, I'm just cat from Plaza Road, man. I went to Cochran, went Charlotte, and was quiet then, you know. Kind of everybody hates Chris, you know, type of dude. You know, I was cool with everybody, but I had my best friend, and that's who I kicked it with. My little circle, but don't get caught up into what you think. Like, you know, a lot of times people just get caught up in thinking, oh, I don't want to see him succeed because it seems like he already has this, or I think that my friend is better, or just respect my resume, respect that I came from Charlotte. I represent Charlotte, unlike some artists who have left and said they aren't from Charlotte when they got successful, or before they got successful. I came from the underground performing with Little Brother, and broke in the radio for us because we had no outlet. Broke national for us because it had never been done. And now, a lot of the many no's I got, you young artists, new artists, you all don't have to get those no's. You know, you're going to have them say, oh, they're going to ask you to, instead of them saying, nah, we all right, they're going to be like, hey, man, you know Bettie Grind? And then you're like, and they may say, they're going to get the question, regardless of what you say. That's a lane for you, because now it's like, okay, we're more comfortable now because we have actually seen somebody do it. You know, we're not really taking a chance. We got a little bit of belief that you might be able to do it too. So, you know, my fact list is long. You know, I work hard, I pray hard, and I just try to put my city on. And if it's not me that blows and goes worldwide, and this, hopefully, you know, I'm opening the door for the next Bettie Grind, or, you know, to succeed and do that. And I can sit back in my house, you know, even if I'm working a 8 to 5, 9 to 5, and be like, you know, I'm a pioneer, you know. I can sit back and, you know, be like, I helped do that, you know, regardless of what, you know. And, you know, that's just it, man. But I'm a simple guy, man. Speak to me, holler at me. I'm not into, I'm not into arrogant people. I'm not into cocky people. I'm not the, let's be in VIP just to say we're in VIP type of person. I'm just chill, man. You know? I don't know. I don't really know what more to say than that. You know, it's not really anything special I do.
So let me just pick up on this one last thing, because I am much into reading. You said you just sit at home and read. What are you reading now?
I am rereading, have you ever read Killing Pablo?
No.
Okay, it's with Pablo Escobar's story. It's about everything that went down. I'm rereading. I read it some years ago, and I started slipping on it. You know, this is a great story, and I'm reading that right now, and I'm reading, honestly, I'm reading some, and to let people in, so it's an exclusive Bettie Grind, but
Right.
I'm reading a lot of books on network administration. You know, I'm trying to show my daughter that you can go to school as well if you're successful. So right now, you know, I'm trying to, you know, get my another part of my brain equipped with network administration. So I'm reading a lot of books on technology and systems. To maybe try to go to school to show her that, hey, I graduated. No, I didn't go to college, but I may now, I will now, to show you that, hey, you know, we can do it. You know, you can do it. You know, so just, you know, multiple streams of income and just broadening my mind. You know, so I got like 3 books that big I've been reading. I'm through 1 so far. I read 1 this week. It's difficult, you know. It's the Matrix.
It is.
But yeah, that's what my main focus on right now is kind of the knowledge part,
And
leisure.
so it's not all just partying and drinking, popping bottles, and buying Louis and red bottoms.
You know, it's crazy. I hadn't bought I bought a pair of flip-flops, Gucci flip-flops this summer, but I hadn't bought a pair of shoes in about 2 years. The bottles, I sit at home and my team, we drink. It's in the house or at my pool. I really go out unless I'm booked. You know, I'm not a clubber. I'm not a like I said, I'm family. So I sit at my house with my mother and drink Grand Marnier, and she'll cook and we'll kick it. The family, and you know, we kick it like that. But to see me rolling and popping, like, man, that stuff. Honestly, when you're used to that life, or that people put that out there like that all they're doing is popping bottles and buying clothes, they feel like they have something to prove. That's going to make them a better person or a better person than somebody else. I believe we're all equal. We all this circumstance of opportunity, and it's all of God. He can take it today just like He gave it to you yesterday. So right now I'm here with you having this interview, and God forbid, but tomorrow He can be like, "Baby, you're done with that. I'm stripping it all from you, and you're going to come back." And one of my favorite books is the Book of Job. And you gotta keep your faith and move forward. So that's what I sit back. I'm like, this ain't mine, you know what I mean? So I'm just enjoying it while He let me have it, you know what I mean? So I'm not gonna waste it buying bottles and continue to buy clothes. I was into that for a minute because it was just new before everybody was into it. I just everybody wearing Nikes. Louis just made their first Louis tennis shoe. I got that, and then I started. It wasn't now, it's because you see these rappers. I remember rappers weren't wearing it, and I was in Atlanta in studios, and they were like, "What you got on, man?" It's Louis sneakers. Where you get them from, Lennox? I got to go on, but I didn't even know they sold them. So, it wasn't about that. It was just being different. The same thing you coming up with. So, yeah, I'm not a bottle popper dude. Done it, but we learn and we grow. Invest that money, man. Invest that money, because it ain't promised.
Okay, so what's next for Bettie Grind?
Well, after this vacation, I take the team on tomorrow. I come back, got a couple shows lined up, and we prepare for the release of my This Real Life album. I think I'm going to release it on my mother's birthday, November 4th. I got to get approval, but I'm CEO, so I'm pretty sure it'll go through. But November 4th, this album, and I'm trying to release a single from that, along with Groove. And that's it, man. Just work every day for me. I'm independent. Got a couple deals on that they've been servicing to me from E1 and Sony Red, and we'll see if that pans out. If it doesn't, we still, we've been independent from the beginning, and that's how we work. We pay the bills, so that's it for me. And taking care of my little mama. Spending more time. I don't say more time, but just continue to, grow with her and my niece, and we rock out. That's it, just God first, family, then everything else will fall in line and fall off,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Betty. Girl, I know I've been a little busy, getting to the money, yeah. I stay on the grind, putting on for my city, baby. That don't mean